Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Our Shamu trainers will be joining us in just a little while to share information about these amazing animals.
Hiya.
My name is Ellen. I'm your server. Hi. Is this your first time?
It is, yeah. Okay. I just got a bit of everything. What did you get?
A bit of
A bit of everything as well.
Oh, he's so cute.
They both suddenly gone over to all the trainers. They obviously know that something's going to start happening soon.
fish.
They're like, we want our dinner too.
We hope that over the next few minutes, we can share with you even more about our killer whales. No one understands the power of this wondrous connection between people and killer whales, as well as our SeaWorld trainers, and here they are to tell us more.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dine With Shamu. My name is Morgan and it is such a privilege for all of us here at SeaWorld to work alongside these killer whales. We are just a large part, or we are actually a very small part, of a very large multifaceted SeaWorld team that is responsible for the overall health, care, and well-being of these amazing animals. And we are so proud to have you right here in our backstage area for a truly unique perspective of our Shamu family. Now point those cameras towards the center of the pool, and we'll see a big, beautiful jump in 3, 2, and 1. So today you guys are going to get the opportunity to meet 3 out of the 7 members of our Shamu family here at SeaWorld Orlando. In this pool we have a family of mom, daughter, and son. So Ohio might look small, but he weighs in around 2,300 pounds and eats close to almost 100 pounds of fish each and every single day as a 5-year-old killer whale. So today you guys are going to get the opportunity to see kind of what we do outside of the show. Each and every single day is very, very different. Shows are just a very small part of our day. We have many different types of sessions that we can do. Typically our day starts with a husbandry session, and that's where we are just taking a look at our killer whales, monitoring their health, doing full body exams, taking care of their teeth. Every single one of our female killer whales participates in a voluntary urine sample each and every single day. So just like you guys might go to the doctor, they might ask you to go to the bathroom in a cup. Our killer whales do that willingly and on their own each and every single day. And that's one of the ways that we can test our hormones when our females are cycling. We also have exercise sessions. Just like you and I need to go to the gym to stay in tip-top shape, we need to make sure our killer whales are in excellent shape as well. We want the shows to be a very easy part of their day. So we need to make sure that they are in excellent shape because there are a lot of different high energy behaviors in those shows. A lot of jumps like you're seeing behind me right now. We also have free-lake sessions. That's where we're just hanging out, spoiling our killer whales. Not that we don't do that every session, but we just might hang with them for 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe them a nice back massage, or maybe some of their favorite treats like fish or ice or jello, just really relaxing and enjoying our time with us. Learn sessions are something where we are teaching our killer whales something new. People always ask us, how long does it take to train a new behavior? Well, it depends on the behavior that we're asking. A simple behavior like a head shake no could take anywhere from a day, 2 days, to maybe a week. A behavior like a front flip, depending on the killer whales, because they all learn at different speeds, just like you and I do, might take anywhere from 8 months to 2.5, 3, 4 years even, depending on how quickly of a learner our killer whales are. So you saw earlier the very first behavior of our Dine With Shamu program. You saw Tanner across the way slap the water with a target pole. That target pole is an extension of our hands. A lot of the training that we used to do, and especially when they're young, is teaching them to touch our hands and follow our hands. So we have targets that can reach out to the middle of the environment to help them with that. So those targets can mean different things. It can be a placement. Come here, this is exactly where we want you to jump. It can also be a kind of like speed up, let's go, let's get moving type thing. And it can also, there's a ball in the end. So it's also a very excellent training tool. So we teach them to jump up and touch that ball. For a behavior like an alien that you're seeing down here, a lot of just Nolani jumping straight up and down, water spilling out of her mouth. We would just move that target pole up to the height we want her to jump. A behavior like a front flip where they're spinning in a circle, we're going to quickly move that target into a circle, and they're going to follow that target pole around, and that's how we're going to teach them to do that big, beautiful jump. Now, learning's a lot like us learning to read. We're not going to start with words and sentences. We're going to start by learning our ABCs. And it's the same thing with training. So if we're teaching a behavior like a front flip, we're not going to expect them to jump high out of the water the first time. We're probably going to train the front flip in the water or even underwater, and then move that target pole higher and higher and higher. This right here is an excellent view of Nolani. You heard those vocalizations. Those are actually coming out of her blowhole. So think of their blowhole like the end of a balloon. You can manipulate the end of a balloon to make different sounds come out of it. And that's exactly what they're doing with their blowhole. They're also very good at mimicry behaviors, which is what you see right here with Justin and Nolani. whistle. This is a training tool that we use all the time. When Justin blows that whistle, what that means is good job. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Now come back to me for some type of reinforcement. Whether it be ice or fish or jello or another behavior that they really seem to enjoy. We can use many different things to reinforce our killer whales. So now what do we do with the killer whales? Do something that we simply didn't ask. You're all right. Absolutely nothing. We stand there for 3 seconds. We make sure they're calm, they're attentive, they're paying attention to us, and we can choose to either repeat the behavior again or move on to something entirely different. We don't expect these killer whales to be perfect. They are live animals, they are not robots, so they are going to make mistakes. And that's part of the learning process. That is okay. That is how we all learn. We didn't do it right, we know we need to change something and do it a little bit differently. So all of our killer whales are trained through positive reinforcement, as well as all of the other animals in our parks, from the smallest bird to a possum to a killer whale. All of our animals are trained using positive reinforcement. Now take a good look here at Alani and those pectoral flippers that she's waving. If you were to take an x-ray of those pectoral flippers, you would see 5 digits in that x-ray. Very, very, very similar to the 5 digits of our hand, which is one of the really cool facts about those pectoral flippers. Those flippers are actually used for steering and stopping. Now if you take a good little look at this family right here, look at those dorsal fins. They all have very, very similar dorsal fins. But believe it or not, those dorsal fins are just like our fingerprints. Even though this family has very similar dorsal fins because of their genetics, they are actually all very different. So just like our fingerprints, no 2 humans have the exact same fingerprint. The same goes with the killer whale's dorsal fin. So that's one of the ways that we can tell our killer whales apart from one another. Now, a lot of people ask us, which one is Shamu? We want to know. Well, Shamu is actually more of a last name, more of a family name. So they're all part of the Shamu family here at SeaWorld Orlando. We're seeing Katina across the way getting a nice back massage from Allison. Katina is a very tactile animal, so she really seems to enjoy that touch coming from us. So that's one of the ways that we can reinforce her. Katina, however, because we know her so well and over time have learned that she's not a big fan of ice. So one of our killer whales, Kayla, we will reinforce her with buckets and buckets of ice. You might see us take a whole big bucket and dump it in her mouth during the show. Well, Katina across the way, if she has one little ice cube mixed in with her fish, she'll probably spit out all of her fish to get that ice cube out of the way and then suck up all the rest of the fish. So we really get to know our killer whales extremely well. Just like you get to know your kids or your twins, what they like, but they might not really seem to enjoy as much. We're here 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year with our killer whales. So we know them better than some of our own pets at home. Now I probably should have mentioned this is a 24-hour splash zone. We are not trying to get you wet. However, it is a refreshing 54 degrees of ice cold salt water. And if your chocolate cake happens to get a little moist with salt, there's always more because it is a buffet. Now your camera's towards the middle of the pool or right in the slide out area. And that was an Alani with a beautiful alien high flying jump. Now if you want to point your cameras to the center of the pool, Tanner's going to be using this ginormous dart pole to slap for our killer whales to help them know exactly where to go and hopefully help them get a little higher out of the water. Excellent job. So a lot of times our killer whales learn through observational learning, meaning that in the first few months they learn a lot from their mother. I I'm talking simple behaviors, but probably 20 to 30 to 50 plus different behaviors from their mother. Right there you saw Katina helping out her son Micaiah. Yes, he is 5 years old, and most of the learning that happens now is from us. But we still use Mom to help us out all the time. She has a way of communicating with Micaiah because she's been with us for over, well, right around 40 years, so she kind of knows us as well as we know her. So she kind of knows what we're looking for her son to do. So she helps her 5-year-old and helps us communicate with him a lot better than we could just do it on our own with Micaiah. So we use Katina all the time to help not only get her 5-year-old listening to us and under control, but to do various behaviors as well. All right, when you point your camera towards that slide out area again down here, you're going to see another beautiful alien by Nalani. All right, she's coming pretty full speed. In 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Excellent, excellent job, Nalani. So you might have seen some ice cubes being thrown in the pool here and there. Trainers making different ice cubes. We can also use that kind of like a target pole. So sometimes we'll slap the pole in the water to tell the killer whales this is where we want you to go. Well, in a show, our front pool is quite large. We don't exactly have a target pole that big. So sometimes you'll see us throw an ice cube, and that ice cube is more for placement. We're going to throw a cube, and killer whales, where that ice cube is exactly where we want you to jump. Now, it's pretty amazing to me that we have a single tiny little chunk of ice, just like in your cup of water right now, and a pool that is over 36 feet deep and has millions of gallons of water in it, and they can hear and echolocation and everything that one single ice cube and know exactly where to go. That to me is pretty amazing. It shows just how intelligent they are. Sometimes though, you'll see them go to that ice cube and eat it and not do the behavior that we asked them to do. So that happens occasionally as well, but they are killer whales, they are kids, they like to have fun just like you and I, so it's perfectly okay. Now if you look across the way, I was talking about husbandry behaviors earlier today, and we actually weigh our killer whales each and every single Saturday morning. So right next to Justin is a killer whale size scale. He actually just sat across it, so that's how I know exactly how much our killer whales weigh. That, along with our veterinarian staff, we also measure our killer whales and their length, helps us determine exactly how much food they should get each and every single day. Now, one of the really cool things is our killer whales get their food no matter what. If they do every single behavior we ask, or they want to have their couch and potato chip days like me sometimes, they still get all of
2016 is an historic year for our SeaWorld family of parks as we continue our mission to explore, inspire, and act to protect animals and the natural wonders of our world. We look forward to seeing you again in the next amazing chapter in the SeaWorld story.
On behalf of myself, my colleagues, and the rest of our Shamu family, we hope that you're having a wonderful day right here at SeaWorld Orlando. Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you enjoy Dine With Shamu. As our presentation comes to a close, please enjoy the remainder of your year and have a wonderful day here at SeaWorld.
Whole culture, as well as a urine analysis and blood analysis. Similarly, the killer whales have been taught how to urinate on command, as well as how to raise their tail flukes so that they can withdraw blood. So they are very familiar with the process of getting a physical exam. Somebody tell me, how many sets of teeth do humans have throughout their life? Anybody? Two, there you have it. Well, yes, us as human beings, we have our baby teeth and we have our grown-up teeth. Well, killer whales are only born with history that is recorded in this database on the computer so that we can keep track of everything. Here in the United States, there is a law called the Marine Mammal Protection Act in 1972. And what this law says is that we are to basically observe marine mammals, killer whales, dolphins, manatees, sea lions. You can kind of fill in the blank with a marine mammal of your choice. Basically, that we are to observe them from a safe and respectful distance. So if you see a marine mammal out in the wild in the United States,